Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram and TikTok at Hodaki Big Show. Or tune into them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Good on you, you mad bastards.
Shit, yeah.
How are we all going, team?
Pretty good, mate. Old Keezy's under the weather there. Got hammered again over the weekend.
I did. I'm under the weather.
I was saying you're looking a bit sleepy today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy.
You look
mate.
massively sleepy. You got the 5 o'clock shadow going, watery eyes.
Yeah. No, I've just been having a little bit of a lie down.
Hey,
it was
Mike.
a good weekend. It was the missus's birthday, so
it's
we're over
nice.
on the island and
Was
had a
your
few mates over.
Your last time up, wasn't
last
it? Your
time,
last
mate,
weekend.
she's all over.
Yeah.
I mean, you
She's
can
all
go back.
over.
Not to that house, obviously, but
That's right.
do you reckon you'll aspire to have a place there again one day?
No.
You done?
No. Yep, done. I think, yeah.
No.
Unless there's some kind of a lottery situation that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably
um,
not going to happen because I don't buy lottery tickets.
Yeah, same.
Right.
It's actually my wife's big birthday this weekend, Minogi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all on.
How old is she turning?
She won't let me say how old she's turning.
Right.
Because, 40.
Right.
She's turning 40.
She's going to be
yeah.
annoyed.
The big 40, mate.
Oh, she's going
And
to be
I've
fuming
always
at you.
wanted to go out with a 40-year-old.
Because you're 42, right? So
Yeah,
42
yeah.
and 40. It's a good age gap.
Yeah.
What's your age gap, Keezy?
I'm 31 and Luce is 29, so 2 years.
Right, okay.
Yeah. What's yours, Minogi?
11.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny we all stopped like that was significant, but actually
'Cause
that's well within the perimeters.
She's 11 years older than me.
Yeah, older than me.
yeah.
She's 57.
Are you like
57 going on 45. You know
are
what
you-
I
are
mean?
you
She's
like
young at
her-
heart. She's
her-
young at heart.
her toy boy?
Sort of a broken toy.
Yeah.
Sort of a worn out toy. One of the legs is coming off.
Like a
Its
rancid old
eyes
teddy.
are watery.
Yeah.
It's got stubble.
and the eyeballs are coming out. and,
they're bulging.
But they can't live without it. Like if she lost you, she'd do everything she could to find you again, and everyone would be out and about looking for Mogi.
Oh, that's
her
right.
broken toy boy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, bloody good weekend. What'd you end up doing?
Cricket on Saturday.
Yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
of which,
yeah.
boys putting up a bit of a fight, I see, which is
Yeah, we'll
bloody
still
great.
get pumped, but that's all right.
And what are Sunday, my daughter's birthday. Jesus, a
Right.
lot of people having
Oh,
birthdays
yes.
at the moment.
Your little one there.
Yeah, not little anymore. 15, man.
Jeez, is she?
Yeah,
Thought last week she was 13. That's a hell of a jump. God, they grow up quick.
they do, mate.
2 years in a week.
15.
So when your daughter's 15 and you're having you said you had a birthday lunch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
And she also had a sleepover on the Saturday night.
and a birthday lunch with mum and dad is something that she wanted to do, or that you made her do before she could actually go and hang out with her mates? Because at that age, I wasn't interested.
It was interesting because she used to be quite a fussy eater,
Right.
which I fucking hate. You know, when you're trying to feed kids and they're like, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to
Yeah.
eat this. Like,
I wonder
What was,
which
your,
colour-
what was your
actually-
approach to that? Did you just say, well, that's all it is? I bet you didn't. You keep going until they got something in them.
yeah, just McDonald's
Yeah.
and BK.
Yeah.
The whole time. Nah. But she's actually got quite good, and she quite enjoys going out for dinner now and lunch. Right. And she's got to the point where she'll actually try everything.
Right.
She won't just go, no, I'm not going to eat that.
Yeah.
She'll actually try it.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't a fussy eater when I was a kid, because I decided I hated a lot of really yummy stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of yummy stuff. I didn't like tomatoes, mushrooms, eggs, fish, any seafood whatsoever. And now I'm rediscovering it all. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
You must
Right.
have been an absolute nightmare as a kid, Keezy.
I was actually, and you can ask Mon this, I was actually a joy to be around.
I have actually asked Mon that.
Oh, have
and,
you?
and she was something a little bit different.
Nah, Mon,
I
honestly,
mean, Mike and I got into a massive conversation with Mon
Yeah.
about, you as a young fella. I tell you what, just live at the moment,
On a
Steady the
podcast.
Ship is 99
It's
not
on
out.
99, yeah, so it's drawing a little bit of my attention away from this chat. But yeah, to be honest, we had to tell Mon to shut up because we didn't want to hear about you. You know what I mean? She was like banging on.
Yeah.
My son, Keezy.
Did she call me Keezy? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just
And
because
that you were super fussy.
I
that
just say
you were
chicken
a dir
nuggets.
brain.
That you were a bit of a deer brain. You were clingy.
Are you sure she was talking about me?
And as we've discussed previously, some poo issues. Some poos.
Some poos.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
kid does poos, Jace.
Yeah, well, I know, but not at school.
Right.
Not in their pants, Keezy.
Not in their pants is what I'm talking about. And so she had a bit of a mare, she said, for about 4 or 5 years.
Right. That's weird because
yeah.
she's told me a completely different story.
Yeah, well, she would because you're her son.
Right.
I mean,
you'd
she
be
doesn't.
hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
and she
right,
doesn't want to say that you were a mare as a child, does
Right.
she?
Yeah, no, she
I mean,
probably doesn't.
I'd never say that to my kids, even if they were mares as children.
Because you
When
were
they're-
saying that they were.
when they're older, actually, I've been able to sort of broach a few topics that I otherwise wouldn't have when they were younger.
Sure.
Like my dad found out the other day, last year we went out for dinner and my dad found out that I got drunk for the first time when I was 15. And he was like, what?
What took you so long?
Nah, he was like furious at Don. He's a bit of he's old fashioned, you wait till you're 18 and you do all your homework and you don't wag school sort of thing.
Right.
He found out that when I was 15, I got really drunk at the first 15 party.
Right.
Me and my 2 mates at the time as
You
well.
crashed that party, eh?
No, we're invited.
Not in the team, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah. See,
You're
the
a-
way you sort of
you're a-
phrased that
you're
was
a
like he was in the
bench
first
warmer.
15, yeah.
I feel like if you're a cheerleader for the team, you're part of the team, you know.
What a boy!
When was the first time you got drunk, Marky? Can you remember?
I was 14.
Oh, what a legend.
Yeah, and
14.
I had, what did I have? I think it was gin.
I can outdo all of you fellas.
I don't think it was a market.
It's not a competition.
I think,
Oh,
the
it
younger,
is.
I think the younger you are, the bigger the
The
loser.
worst.
But anyway,
Yeah. So I'm winning at the moment.
I recall, and I would have been maybe 6 or 7.
Wow.
My parents had a massive party. And I don't even know, it was my dad and all his mates, but it was a huge party and it went all night. And I woke up in the morning and there were adults sleeping on couches.
Wow.
There were adults literally strewn all around the house. And I was probably about 6, I think. And I was going around drinking all the leftover beersies.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that they were like
If that was a
alcohol.
different
yeah,
drink, yeah.
I was just literally going around.
Yeah.
And I remember getting quite pissed and going and feeling a bit woozy.
And did your parents know that you were drunk when they woke up?
I think they were probably still hammered by the time they woke up. You know what I mean? Just
Far
got
out.
back on it. Which, can I make the point, they weren't in the habit of doing.
Right.
But just on that occasion. And I think that was the first time for me.
When was your first dart?
4, I think.
Right, age 4.
At my granddad's.
And it was a rollie?
He felt I was a bit soft and I needed a bit of hardening up. And he was a carpenter and I went out there in the shed and he gave me a black and white durry.
yeah.
Right. He needed you to harden up at your 4 at kindergarten.
Yeah. He said, that'll put hairs on your chest, boy.
Right.
So, yeah.
What about you, Mogi?
What was I? I think I was 12
Right, yeah, okay.
or 13.
Were you
Yeah.
a school smoker?
Now, I had quite a few rules around smoking when I was younger. I didn't understand how people could smoke when it was hot.
Yes.
For some reason, that just didn't make sense to me. So I didn't smoke when it was hot, and then I think I only smoked when I was drinking. Tried the other one, but yeah, didn't really enjoy them without drinking.
If I'm honest, when I was in my teen years, I was paranoid of cancer. And
Right.
so I'd smoke and then annoy the shit out of my friends by saying, do you think I got cancer from that?
That's where it started.
You know what I mean?
The
And I would
overthinking afterwards.
massively but then by the sort of 5th and 6th and 7th form, I was hoeing
See,
into it.
the modern version of that is we'll say something on air, then you'll say something outlandish, then you'll go, do you think I'll get in trouble for that? You literally
Also,
still
I'm
do.
feeling a bit woozy if you find out that somebody in a foreign country had COVID.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
that's
I'm
right.
beginning to feel a bit woozy.
Yeah.
Reading an article about COVID.
I did actually. We'll get into this in the show, but last night, next level, we'll have a bit of sleep chat because boy, oh boy,
good.
it was horrific.
Yeah, I had a shocker as well. So I was in bed about 8:30.
Yeah.
We went to bed early, and then Frankie up, obviously. The kid was up. And then mosquito. No flies on the island. None.
We got a
Not
crap
one
load of them
fly.
at the moment.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped. Not one, but a fucking mozzie.
Just one?
Just the one.
Are you the kind of person, because I have to stop, turn the lights on, find it
normally
and kill
yes.
it?
Yeah,
Yes.
normally I would do that, but I didn't do that last night
and
because
you
you
had
had
a
to
shocker?
spray it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm the same. I
It
can't.
was, yeah.
If there's one thing I can't abide, it's the sound of a mozzie
Oh,
near
yeah.
me.
And the amount, like, my wife, she's got so many photos of me or videos of me naked trying to kill mosquitoes in the room.
Oh,
Yeah, hot.
is that why? Is that why, Keith?
Because I'll be holding a T-shirt and trying to hit it on the wall and that. Yeah. And she thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
Were you slapping your futless from thigh to thigh?
Yeah.
You let a little peckerwood go around there.
Did you guys do that?
What's that?
Windmills.
Yeah. Well, not windmills.
Just slap,
more
slap.
slap.
Like
No,
when?
not really.
What
No.
situation?
No.
Oh, I'm just trying to think.
Like
actually.
to impress someone.
The odd propeller.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I never really did the propeller. More of a slap.
Propeller's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the propeller's funny because you sort of, to get it started, you have to go quickly side to side and then just start up and down, and then it just keeps it going.
Oh, I use my hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you just do it just thrusting away?
Yeah, just
there?
thrusting.
Have
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys? Did you guys used to do the lasso?
The lasso.
Where you get it in both your hands and do the twirl?
Oh, yeah.
You guys do that?
Do you guys do the one where you skip with it?
Oh.
It's like jump rope.
Oh, the jump rope with your...
yeah.
Oh, no, mine's not
And you
long
can do
enough.
double Dutch, and get like 8 people jumping rope
Oh,
over
wow.
your massive
Yeah,
cock.
yeah, totally. The tricky part of that was always who was going to hold the other end. You know what I mean? Because
Well, normally I just tie it to a tree.
oh right,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then do the hoops.
The sad thing was I could never have a go.
After the headboard incident, I don't want to hold the other end of yours.
Yeah.
There was a thing in high school, and it's probably, I mean, a lot of guys my age would probably remember it. It's called MeatSPIN.org or com or something, and it's a website that someone leaves their computer on and walks out, or their laptop. You put on MeatSPIN.com, and it's just a dude doing a helicopter, just full-blown junk on the screen. There's some other stuff happening as well in the scene, but I won't go into that. And it's got a counter on the side, and it's about trying to get the highest score in MeatSPIN until they come back. You know what I mean? So someone goes to the toilet, you put MeatSPIN on their computer, and then when they come
do
back,
most
Those
twirls.
rotations.
and then every time it ticks off a counter, and then it's you got 50 MeatSPINs on. Yeah, that was a classic gag we did at our school.
Oh, did you do that? Did you?
Yeah, I did it
Keezy?
to other people. Yeah, it's so good.
What? So what? You were doing the meaty spin, or you were?
No, I'd go MeatSPIN.com. Oh, Tom's going wheeze. I'm gonna get him. You know.
But would you do the meat spin?
No, it wasn't my MeatSPIN. It was someone else on the
Oh,
internet.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So it was a mate.
yeah. It was.
Christopher Kesey.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't Christopher Kesey's MeatSPIN. No, it wasn't. But
.com.
we had a lot of fun stuff back in the day, fellas. I tell you what.
Oh, you went to a live sex show on the weekend, eh?
No, it was a drag queen show, cabaret, and dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then
You
you, went
guys
to a
look like
live.
you were absolutely maggoted.
Oh, yeah, we were.
accurate?
Yeah, we were.
You did look pretty stinky.
It was pretty
Well, I
funny.
was
though.
actually saying to Kesey, I was trying to understand what the whole glass in the mouth thing was, but he said that's just because they were steamed.
Yeah.
Well, basically, my mate Sam figured out he could fit the whole glass in his mouth, and so we all had a crack at it, but no one could do it like Sam.
The man.
He got it right, and he was the man. And all the drag queens that were impressed, I was stoked.
Yeah.
It was good, man. His wife was pretty
Loving it.
livid.
And then you went to the live sex show?
Yeah. No, we went home after that, actually. Unfortunately, you know when you want to keep going, but then one of your mates says, "Oh, I better call it a night." And just
I always like that, though, because the next day you're like, oh, sweet.
yeah, but it was at the time I wanted to go to karaoke
Right.
because I've never done karaoke before.
Oh, have you not?
Nah.
We should do a big show karaoke.
Yeah, well, you both can sing, can't you?
Wow.
I've heard you sing. You're
I
reasonable.
I don't know if it's it's
Well,
not
I've
falling.
heard you sing. It's "Fuck you, I won't
Do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell
Oh,
me.
yeah, I'm only going to do range songs at karaoke.
Great stuff.
yeah."
Just another bomb track.
Your Horaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Meat spin.
MeatSPIN, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's so good. I love how we've been chatting this whole time, and Williamson's still on 99.
Yeah.
That is Test cricket for
Wish
you.
you'd fucking get on with it.
Don't forget to send all the Keezy words in at the end of the week to the Hodaki Big Show Instagram page.
Ah.
Send in your number as well, your mobile number. We'll give you a call on the Monday on the live show. And if you want to follow us, Mr. Mike Minogue on Instagram, Chris Key NZ, or at HoityJ.
Thanks, mate.